What's going on, you guys? It's Indiana Harley guy. I'm back at you with another video this week, and this week the old Darth Vader Road Glide gets a bit of an upgrade. That's right, boys and girls, I got a new seat for the old Darth Vader Road Glide. I had a Mustang low-down seat on here before I put this on. This is the Mustang Super Touring Deluxe. I've been wanting one of these seats for a while. I demoed one a couple months back. Absolutely loved it. Didn't really put that many miles on it though, so that's what I'm doing today. I just got it the other day. Did not buy a brand new one. I actually found a like new seat on Facebook Marketplace. The guy said he had one trip, he bought it, put one trip on it, decided it wasn't for him, and I picked it up. You're not going to believe what I paid for this seat. $300 is what I paid for this seat. Even used and in much worse condition than this, people are still getting $450 to $500 out of these seats all day long around southern Indiana. So I feel like I got a hell of a hookup. So Randy, if you're watching, thanks for the hookup on this seat, brother. You saved me about $400 buying a brand new one. And with this seat, it does have the blue stitch pattern, which I was kind of weary about because nothing on my bike is blue, but I'm still kind of digging it. I'm liking it. So far it is really comfortable. It definitely sits me up higher than my low down seat and a little bit further back, which is going to take a little getting used to, but so far it is definitely more comfortable overall. But we're going to put down about 100 to 150 miles today on this seat, and y'all are going to come along with me. I'm not going to strap you to my helmet because it is a good chance of rain, so I'm probably going to be getting wet at some point in time. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get on the road. About 70-ish miles in on my trip today. Went ahead and pulled over because I decided I'm going to go ahead and visit a specific spot, and also, since it doesn't look like it's going to be raining nowhere near like it was whenever I first took off and what the weather was saying it was going to be, I'm going to go ahead and strap this camera to the helmet. That way you guys can come along with me and get a first eye view of where I'm going. The route that I'm taking, I've never personally taken before, but I have taken part of this route. It's part of Highway 62 running in between Corden and Evansville. Right now I'm off the Tail City exit of Interstate 64, and I'm going to be riding from here, taking Highway 62 over to Santa Claus, Indiana, to check out Abraham Lincoln's boyhood home. So I think it's about, I'm not exactly sure, I have to plug it in my GPS, but I think it's about another 40 or 50 miles away, give or take a little bit. But we're going to take this route and go over there. I will say this about this seat. So far, I'm not really digging it as much as I thought I was going to. It sets me back a little too far, so I'm a little further away from my handlebars than I would like, which is causing stress on my back, which is already bad. I don't know. So far, I'm liking my low-down seat better. That's why I decided to buy one of these seats off of Facebook Marketplace, so that way if I decided I didn't like it, I could sell it and at least get my money back. But with as little as I paid for this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to pocket at least a couple $100 off this, because the seat's in mint condition. It doesn't even look like it's been ridden. It looks like it just came right out of the box brand new. But let's go ahead and get back on the road. I'm going to go ahead and run in here and use the restroom real quick. We'll get back on the road and head over to Abraham Lincoln's boyhood home. Put that down, that way y'all can hear me just a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, this, back to this Mustang Super Touring Deluxe. I don't know if it's just because I haven't got used to it yet. I don't know. But so far, my low-down Mustang seat is definitely more comfortable. At least for me it is. I mean, it could be a possibility because this seat's not fully broken in yet. Because like I said, the man that I purchased it from, which by the way, thanks again Randy for hooking me up with the amazing price on this seat. He said he bought it and only took it on one trip. I don't know how long that trip was, but he just said he took it on one trip and decided it wasn't for him, so it's probably not even fully broken in yet. I don't know. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, but so far I'm about 70 miles into this trip that I'm taking today. Probably about, I don't know, 150 to 200 miles total. And I am definitely thinking that my low-down seat is more comfortable. And as we're coming down this stretch of Highway 62, getting into some of these curves, typical Indiana, got cornfields, but at least it's got some nice little sweeping curves through here. Fun little road so far. I'm only a couple miles in on it, but so far not too bad. It's a little warm today. It's about 90 degrees. Personally, I was kind of hoping to get caught in a little bit of rain, just for the simple fact that it'll cool things down a little bit. But that's okay. I've ridden in much hotter than this. I don't know how many of y'all that watch my videos have ever been to the Forgotten Angels camp out down in Tampa, more specifically Vilrico, which is right outside of Tampa. But I am going back down there again this year. Me and the old lady are going. We are not going to be camping. We are going to be getting an Airbnb near the place, because I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Both of us are big old wusses when it comes to camping in the heat, and I know it's still pretty warm in Florida that time of year, so we're going to get a little bit of air conditioning going on while we're sleeping. So we are going to be spending pretty much all day at the camp out every day, but when it comes time to lay our heads down at night, we are going to be doing it in a little bit of comfort and getting an Airbnb. The one we got selected is only a few miles away, maybe like 5 miles away from the camp out, so it's not going to be like, it's not like, you know, we're going to be having to ride, you know, 100 miles to get to the camp out every day. But if none of you guys have ever heard of Forgotten Angels, essentially what they are a charity that benefits the kids who have aged out of foster care. And a lot of these kids, they will they get mistreated and abused in just about every way possible while they're in these foster care systems. Not all of them do. Some of them, you know, some foster parents are really good, and they set these kids on a track in life that you know, anybody be proud to have them on. But there's also a lot of foster care parents that just do the foster care thing to get money, basically. They don't treat the kids with any kind of respect or love whatsoever. Once they, you know, they'll have, you know, 5, 6, 7 kids in a house. They could get like $1,000 to $2,000 a month per kid. You know, you do the math, it's a lot of money right there. And you know, when they turn 18, they don't know anything. They don't know how to survive on their own, because they've never been taught how to do that. And a lot of them will end up homeless or on drugs or worse. And that's where Dave and Cindy from Forgotten Angels steps in, and they build them tiny homes. They invite them to come live on their property. They build tiny homes for them. They teach them they help them get jobs. They help put them through school. They help them learn how to manage money. They help them build their credit. They help them learn how to be fully functioning members of society. And I think that is one hell of an organization that does that, and that can do that. And one of the things I love about Forgotten Angels is that, you know, a lot of these other charities that you donate to, I'm not saying they're bad, but if you donate $1, half of that dollar might actually go toward helping the cause that you're donating to. The other half goes to paying people who work in that organization. Well, Forgotten Angels doesn't do that. You can rest assured, if you donate $1, every penny of that dollar is going to go toward helping kids that have aged out of the foster care system. They do not take a dime from the donations they get. Every single raffle ticket for every motorcycle, vehicle, whatever they are giving away at the time, every dollar from those raffles goes straight to helping the kids. They don't take any money from that either. It's a hell of an organization. And not to mention, you know, a lot of people say, oh, if you go down to Forgotten Angels and you go right on their property, you're basically family. they're not wrong. They 100% treat you like family down there, and that is not an exaggeration at all. I went down there for the first time in March, and you would have thought Dave and Cindy knew me their whole lives. They completely opened up their arms. Both of them gave me a big old hug as soon as I got there and introduced myself. You know, they 100, everybody there, not just Dave and Cindy, but everybody who comes to the camp out, they 100% treat you like family. And to me, that's a hell of a thing, especially from somebody you've never met before. So it's really hard to find people like that these days. And in my opinion, that's a cause worth donating to. Me personally, I signed up through Harness, and basically what that is you put in your checking account information, and at the end of every month, whatever change you have from every purchase that you make goes to being donated to Forgotten Angels. And you know, you can have a cap on it. You know, you can do $10 a month, $20 a month, $100 a month, or unlimited. You know, it don't matter. And I personally have mine set at $20 a month. I know it isn't a lot, but that's a meal in one of these kids' mouths. That's that's $20 in their pocket right there. And we can go. Nobody's coming. And so yeah, I personally I donate $20 a month. It comes right out of my checking account every month. And also, one good thing about doing that is not only do you get to donate every month and you don't have to worry about it, it automatically comes out, is every time it donates at the end of the month, whenever that money comes out and you donate, you get entered into whatever raffle they have going on. So you still have the opportunity, without having to buy a raffle ticket, to win whatever prize they have being given away at the time. And a lot of times it's a motorcycle. That's what it is more often than not. I'm not sure what they're giving away at the moment. You have to go over to Shade Tree Surgeon's channel and check that out. He'll have more information on that. If you have the opportunity, I highly recommend coming down to the camp out. It's October 23rd through the 26th, Thursday through Sunday. $125. That gets you in all days for camping. That includes 3 meals a day, all the beer, water, pop you can drink. You know, $125 and you're set up for the whole weekend. You don't have to spend any more money whatsoever unless you just want to. Anybody wants to come to Forgotten Angels, I'll have the link in the description. I do with every video. It's ForgottenAngelsFlorida.org. You know, if you have any more questions about Forgotten Angels, or you want to learn a little bit more about them, that's where you go. And according to their flyer, I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I'm assuming it is because it's on the flyer for the camp out. Paul Tuttle Sr. from Orange County Choppers is going to be at the camp out this year, and that's something that I'm looking forward to, because I personally was a huge fan of American Choppers whenever I was a kid, whenever I was growing up. That's one of the reasons I got into motorcycles, was that show. And he is supposed to be there. I don't know if he's going to be there every day, but he is going to be at the camp out at some point in time. Back to this Mustang seat. So I decided to try a little something different. 9 times out of 10, whenever I ride, no matter where I'm going, I have my backrest on my seat. To me, it's always just been more comfortable. Well, I decided to try something a little different with this. I took the backrest off, I got it in my saddlebag, and I'm trying it without it. And so far, I'm only about 10-15 miles in from when I took it off. But so far, it's more comfortable than with the backrest on. I'm not sure why, but normally with any kind of seat, I prefer the backrest. But for some reason, this has been more comfortable without it. So far, you know, it's definitely not hurting my back as much as with the backrest on it, but my back is still a little on the sore side. And, you know, I'm trying not to blame that too much on the seat itself, because my back has been bothering me the last few days pretty bad. So, not really quite sure what's up with that, but, you know, it is what it is. Moo cows. Beef. Where's the beef? There it is. Moo. Moo. Oh, I'm such a dork. I apologize for that, fellas. But that's just me. I'm a goofy person sometimes. That's just how I am. All right, well, I am here at the Abraham Lincoln Boyhood Home Park thing. They got a little state park here. They got campgrounds, lakes, stuff like that. I'm over here at the visitor center. I was hoping to catch it before it closed, but it doesn't look like I got that lucky, so I'm not going to be able to go in there. But I am going to show you around here a little bit. But so far, that seat, I'm kind of iffy on it. I don't know if it's something I just got to get used to or what's going on with it, but so far it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. I'm definitely liking my low down Mustang seat better, but I digress. I'll give it a little bit more time, see how it goes. Let's go check out this park. I was really kind of hoping to go in here, but looks like it's closed. I guess that's what I get for getting a late start in the day. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere around that area. But this is a pretty cool looking place. This is my very first time here, but I'm gonna go check out some more of this place. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can hike up that way and get to the site of his boyhood home. It's not actually standing anymore, but we're not gonna walk that today because it's hot and I'm lazy. So instead we are just gonna hop back on the bike and head over there. There's like a little parking lot area over there toward the side of the original cabin. So we'll hop on the bike, we'll go check it out. Looks like I'm gonna be doing a little bit of hiking. Came over here to see his boyhood home, or the site where the cabin actually stood. They got a working farm over here. I guess his mother is buried here, but we're gonna go check this out. I don't think it's too far of a little walk, plus it's shaded, so it shouldn't be that bad. All right, and I guess this is the site where the where his boyhood home was, right here. As you can see up there, we got some corn. So not a huge farm, but they do have some stuff. Like I said earlier, I've lived in southern Indiana basically my entire life, and I've never ever been over here. So all this is new to me, and we're experiencing it together on an adventure. Very hot, sweaty, and swamp ass type adventure, but an adventure nonetheless. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty nifty little place. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty nifty little place to come visit. If you're ever in the Santa Claus, Indiana area, it's not far from Evansville. I recommend coming and checking this place out. It's pretty cool. You know, you got his mom's buried here. Abraham Lincoln's mother's buried here. Abraham Lincoln kind of, you know, he kind of grew up here a little bit. His dad's farm's over there. It's still an operational farm to this day. As you see, they had crops growing over there, and pretty cool place. But I think we're gonna go ahead and end this video here because I'm hot. I want to get some water, get on back on the road, because I think I've lost 40 pounds in sweat just doing this. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks again, guys. Be sure to hit that like button and click the subscribe button. And as always, guys, y'all ride safe. Have a good one, y'all.